Hey, howdy, howdy. Welcome back to episode 101 of the Hardcore Podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Norwood.
And I'm your host, Robert Melton.
How are you, buddy? Are you recovered? Are you fully recovered?
I've been fully recovered this whole time, dude. I'm always charging on my key.
Oh, nice.
Yourself?
Oh, I'm good, yeah. Sunday wasn't too bad. So I had that extra day to kind of power up.
Love that for you.
Yeah, we had a big weekend.
I would say so. Yeah. Lots of partying.
I was thinking about it earlier, because I was going to say we had drank a lot of beer, but it was mainly seltzers. We had a lot of seltzers.
Didn't have a single seltzer.
Well, you had your IPAs. Your all-day IPAs?
Yeah.
Like half the alcohol percentage?
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, man, can you imagine if it was full-on IPAs?
Dude, I had so many IPAs. Then I'd switch to like a Mick Ultra, and that tasted so sweet in comparison.
Did it really?
Yeah. They were so bitter.
Yeah, we had that was pretty much other than IPAs, that was like the beer we had was Michelob Ultras, and I like them. I don't think they're bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone else was kind of shitting on them, and I was like, I'll take one.
But to preface,
Gimme.
if you didn't listen to the last episode, and maybe the one before that, I don't know which we had talked about it, but my girlfriend, we celebrated her birthday, finally, and had like a 4-day mini vacay at like an Airbnb with a group of friends. There's like 9 of us.
There's 9 of us.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Chilled out in the hot tub, just pretty much stayed in the house, played a bunch of games, did a beer Olympics, which was like 8 or 9 games in itself.
Yeah.
Got second place. Chris got third, tying.
There's only 4 teams, but we tied for last, but it was third. So
Yeah. So
we didn't get any medals or trophies, but technically we got bronze.
who was your partner?
It was me and Ashley.
I don't know.
I had to think about it first. Because who was my partner?
Yeah.
I had the birthday girl. I let her down. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
She got MVP.
That is true.
Yeah, she got one of the MVPs.
Yeah. So the winners got their trophies. MVPs got a medal.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think everyone performed well.
Oh yeah, I think so. We were all like fucking neck and neck.
Yeah. No one was like the difference between tying for third and first place was 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, everyone kicked ass.
Yeah, so even when we're not playing video games, we're playing games.
We're gamers.
Oh, yeah.
We're definitely gamers.
What was your highlight?
I
know mine.
Like, highlight of the trip or,
Yeah.
like, for the Olympics? You know what? Something about that first night for me was just really fun.
That was fun.
Playing like Kings and
Bullshit.
What was that other one? On the river?
Up the river, down the river?
Yeah, that was fun. And even as anxious as the game makes me feel for whatever reason, Werewolf was fun. I just get so anxious.
That was my highlight.
That
I love that. That game is so fun.
Yeah, Werewolf was good. We had a lot of just good rounds.
Yeah, it was fun that or it was good that we finally got like a good group of people for it, because usually it's like a much smaller group, but it's a lot better when you have like more options and being able to I don't know, I guess navigate that.
Yeah, when you have 9 people, you're really able to get some lying going, throw a lot of people under the bus and shit. So,
man.
And if you don't know what that is, I think a lot of the time it's compared to a game called Hitler, Kill Hitler or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
A few people were bringing that up.
I think
maybe the game's just called Hitler.
Well, there's like a lot of games like that. Like there's obviously Among Us is like the main one known about now.
Oh yeah.
The obviously video game format, but then there's like Murder.
Yeah.
Werewolf, of
Murder
course.
Hitler, maybe that's it. Murder Hitler.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
just a game called Hitler doesn't sound good.
Let's play Hitler.
Let's play Hitler.
But yeah, it's a very fun game. There's definitely some more names that I'm not even the most popular one that I can think of, but more names for that genre game.
And Elaine had said that her highlight, because we were talking about that on the way back, but her favorite part was the fire.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that last night we had kind of chilled by the little campfire we had made.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she just loves that. That's
Yeah.
like her vibe. But that was sweet. The hot tub was good. I was a little bummed we weren't able to set up the projector for a movie. I really wanted to do that.
Yeah.
I just feel like a cool little spooky horror movie.
Did we
would've
even
been
try?
Sweet. No, we didn't even try.
Damn.
We're just busy drinking.
That would have been cool, though.
Just busy drinking.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's a good thing, though. It's like we didn't even find the time to do it, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, we stayed. busy.
Preoccupied, yeah.
We stayed.
Lots of really fucking good food, because JP is a god-tier cook.
He is. He is. I will say, just your hyping up of JP in general. He lived up to the hype.
I was telling you, man.
That man's a character. That man's a good character.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just so funny
Yeah, I love JP.
and has a lot of personality.
Yep, and I get to see him again next week.
Yeah, lucky you.
It's true.
He's got a lot of stories too.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm finally going to New York
Hell yeah.
for the first time ever.
Concrete jungle. What dreams are made of?
What dreams?
Wet dreams. What dreams are made of? Yeah. But yeah, that'd be fun because I know your one thing you wanted to do was a Nintendo store,
Oh,
right?
yeah. I'm going to go see fucking Mewtwo, man.
Oh shoot.
In the giant glass.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Get some pics with your boy.
My boy.
Your boy.
Well, yeah, I guess he's probably gender neutral.
Yeah,
But he's my boy, you know.
he is. He is. Y'all are boys.
But I say we roll this intro and then we
Yeah.
can get into some of this video game stuff.
Vidya.
Concrete jungle, wet dreams are made of. Nothing you can't do.
I will say, just with how long the weekend felt, I feel like we haven't done this in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I know it's just been probably not even a week, but it just feels like it's been like 2 weeks.
It did feel
since
like
we
a
did that.
pretty good amount of time that we'd spent there. And then when we got back, I was like, holy shit. That flew by. I was like, I felt like I was just home.
Time is weird. Time is a
It's-
weird thing.
It's so fucked up.
Yeah. Just because, like, right when we woke up, you know, a lot of people were going straight to like mimosas and we were going to
Mhm.
activities and then staying up till like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
almost every night. So, yeah. It, like, felt long, but then, like, I know what you're saying. Like, it felt quick at the
Yeah.
same time.
But it was a good
It's weird.
time. You know, hard to hate on that.
Yeah. No, I can't say enough about it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. But all right. So since we didn't get to it last week, we're going to go over the state of play, and we are also going to go over what is coming out in October.
Yes, because when you hear this, this will be the first episode of October.
Yeah, I think this will release on, what's today? The 30th?
The 30th, last day
So,
of September.
yeah, October 7th, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Gonna be a third of the third of the way through. I don't know.
Yep.
Something like that.
And almost, yep. We're winding down on season 2 of the Hardcore Podcast.
Very true. 3 more episodes after this, and season 3.
Yep. Yep.
And that's in itself hard to believe, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, State of Play, if you don't know, is the PlayStation's, like, what do you call that? Game award, or not awards.
Video game showcase conference.
Showcase, yeah, exactly.
Con.
And, yeah, we'll see what they had in store for us. And it wasn't anything too exciting aside from, like, one main thing. And we'll just go ahead and say it. That was Ghost of Yotai.
Yes, which I think I originally, I don't know if it was you, but I had heard that it was like, we're getting the sequel, which I knew we were going to get a sequel,
Mm-hmm.
but I thought it was just going to continue the story of the first character,
Yeah.
Jin Sakai, just because, I mean, I feel like it's not really a spoiler, but like the story can continue,
Mm-hmm.
just based off how that first one ended. It seems like they could have if they wanted to.
Is he human?
Is he human?
Yeah.
Like, are there like supernatural elements
Yeah,
to it?
I didn't know.
Yeah, he's just,
Okay.
yeah.
I didn't know
He's
if
just
it was like it
badass.
was like possible for him to be alive in this next one or not.
Yeah, nah, he's just a badass.
Okay.
But yeah, no, this one seems to, you said it took place hundreds of years?
It's like 300 years in the past, yeah.
Yeah. So, it'll be interesting to see what that story's all about when that comes out, hopefully next year, because I think that's what they had revealed.
Predicted.
Yeah, 2025.
But, I mean, shit's been changing for most games nowadays,
For a
so
lot of stuff. Yeah.
it's hard to say. And, yeah, obviously that's a PlayStation 5 exclusive as of now.
Mm-hmm.
Give it 3-4 years, I'm sure it'll be on PC.
Yeah, because Ghost of Tsushima just released
Yeah.
on PC.
We got Horizon Zero Dawn Remaster coming out on October 31st
Mm-hmm.
for PlayStation 5 and PC.
We were all asking for that one.
I just don't understand it. I do not understand it.
I'm sure this has nothing to do with it, but it just makes me feel like they're just really trying to milk out things just to kind of make up money, make up funds from funds lost.
I could see that.
Yeah. But I mean, again, that's probably not it, just because like this has probably been in the works for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I remember playing this. Surprise, surprise, I didn't beat it, but I remember playing this on the PS4 Pro, like right when I got my PS4 Pro, and the game looked incredible, still looks incredible, but now it's going to look even better.
I know. I'm like, all right, so we got God of War Ragnarok, both play on the PlayStation 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Horizon Zero Dawn, which is pretty up there in terms of like graphic fidelity and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, what if we remastered it? I don't get it, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's definitely fucking milking the cow on that one.
Yeah, I watched through that whole trailer. I didn't skip anything. I don't think they're like adding anything new.
Well, I know they did some like more, I guess, accurate motion mocapping, which
oh yeah, and they
added like 10,000 lines of like dialogue, or redid like 10,000 lines, which I don't understand the point.
I think it said like 10 hours worth.
Oh, was it 10 hours
of dialogue?
Okay.
or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I remember the voice acting being like really good.
Yeah, I don't see the point in redoing it, but
I don't know. Maybe it's just another thing to market. You know.
Yep, another one that they're going to be like, holy shit, this runs insane on the PS5 Pro.
Mm-hmm. And they also, with that being said, Horizon Zero Dawn, they also showed off some more of that like Lego gameplay.
Yep, Lego Horizon Adventures. That'll be a PlayStation 5 exclusive for coming out November 14th.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too sure why. That's kind of a random one.
It's very random. But it's coming out near your birthday. I'm gonna get that for you for your birthday.
Yeah,
just what you want.
Well, I do have to say, it's gonna be sitting there for quite a while.
Hopefully you play Ghost of Tsushima first.
I would.
I had also got that
I would
for you
definitely
for your
play that
birthday.
first.
Yeah, I mean, it looks fun. Like, I don't think it's one I'm going to pick up.
I could see it being a fun game, but that's
fun.
like a game I would have maybe picked up like 20 years ago when I had nothing to play.
Yeah.
And then played the fuck out of it. But like nowadays, that's not a game I'm going to go for.
Yeah, I don't...
Like, I could play Horizon Zero Dawn and the second one before I'd play that.
Yeah, I mean, you can play the first one remastered and the second one
That's true. By the time I pick this one up, the second one will be remastered.
There you go.
So, but hey, people love the Lego game, so I can't really shit on it. And they are like comfort food for some people.
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
I feel like it's definitely
It's just like a collectathon, pretty much.
Yeah, it's probably a really easy game to just pick up and play. Which you know, as I age, I feel like I'm appreciating those type of games more and more.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with my Lego Fortnite.
Same.
Yeah.
That
Honestly,
game's
give
insane.
me the Lego Horizon like pack in my Lego Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me have those giant like Lego just like robot dinosaurs walking
That would
around.
be fucking awesome, actually.
That would be cool. That's
I
what
would
I'm
love
saying.
that.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
But for free.
For free, yeah.
'Cause Lego Fortnite is free.
Fair. Yeah, you know that game is going to be like $60, $70.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
But aside from that, they announced some new PlayStation editions, I guess. Just, I don't know.
Like variants.
Variants,
Like
yeah.
skins.
That's the word I was looking for.
Stuff.
And they're called the Chroma edition, and they are pretty. It's like
They
3
are.
different colors.
Yeah. Was it like it was like a white, a reddish, and then a green?
Yeah.
Kind of.
And obviously chrome
Yeah.
theme.
And it had that kind of like iridescent kind of look to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you
and
said, they look pretty. Like
Yeah.
they're pretty.
And
But
it came with like the matching controllers and all that shit. But unfortunately, scalpers, man, got 'em all.
oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot. Oh, and sold out. Okay, I see that you put that. Sold out already due to scalpers.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
pretty interesting. But I imagine people would rather buy that at a scalped price than a PlayStation 5 Pro.
Fair.
I feel like that
Yeah.
gives you more.
Like, if anything, like, I think what are they called? Shells for the actual console itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, they look cool, but I'm very just okay with the white on black.
Yeah,
if
I am too.
anything, I think the controllers are sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the thing I would get.
Which I didn't put it in here, but they also came out with the Lego Fortnite PlayStation controller.
And it was Lego. Oh, yeah.
Or not
that's
Lego
right.
Fortnite, but it was just Fortnite.
But didn't it
themed.
have some of, like, the Lego characters
I think it
on
had like
there?
a few like
Yeah.
different themes on it.
I think I remember seeing that. I should know his name, but like the fish head guy. I
Yeah.
think I remember seeing him
Fish
on
stick
there.
or something. I don't
Fish
know.
stick. That's probably it. That sounds right.
But I don't know what took them so long to come out with like these variants of PlayStation, but kind of a weird time to do it.
It is weird. Again, I guess just trying to milk some things out.
Mm-hmm.
I know Xbox has been doing that a bunch.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like Xbox has been trying to hit on that like just being like a collector's item.
Mm-hmm.
So they release a bunch of just different variants.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like
Um,
they used to do this shit all the time. Like, you know how many Xbox 360s came out with a collector's edition?
yeah.
Like, you had the
that is
Star
true.
Wars
That is
ones,
true.
the Halo
Yeah.
ones, the fucking Gears of War ones. There was like so
Mhm.
many of them.
Yeah,
Nowadays, you don't see it much.
yeah,
Like for God of War, I mean, obviously, I know like PlayStations were like hard to find when that came out. For God of War Ragnarok, like that's around the time where they started to become available. But even for that bundle, they didn't even do a special edition for it.
yeah, that is true. I guess Xbox has kind of been doing it.
And that's a flagship title. Like that's the reason I bought a PlayStation 5.
Right.
So yeah, very strange time to do it, but yeah, they are in need of some money. They got some millions to recoup.
Definitely doesn't hit the same as like I feel like Nintendo did it best.
Yeah, Nintendo
Like how many
still has it.
3DSs that there are?
Yeah. I mean, they're
Yeah.
still coming out with fucking Switches.
Yeah. Yeah, those ones definitely hit a little different.
And that is like like a definite collector's piece. Like you see it like YouTubers and shit all the time with just like collectors Switches in the background and shit like that.
Yeah.
Where I feel like as consoles, like main consoles like Xboxes and PS5s get bigger,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of hard to make that a collector's item.
Right, right.
So you don't want to be fucking just hoarding a bunch of hardware like that.
I guess that's just like part of the maybe part of the genius of Nintendo
Yeah.
with their stuff has always held um like prices really well. Like there's always been demand for it.
Yeah.
So it's easy to like buy a Pokemon edition or Legend of Zelda edition of the Switch and just know like, hey, in a year or two that's gonna be triple price.
Yeah. And
You
they're
know?
usually pretty well designed.
Yeah.
So that's very,
Very
true.
true. Yep.
Which I mean could be where the chroma ones come into play. Like people were probably like, "Holy fuck, this is an actual decent design."
Yeah.
Let's
No.
fucking buy the fuck out of these and sell them upcharge.
It does look sweet, but hopefully, it sounds bad, but hopefully the scalper's taken out because no one wants it.
Yeah,
They're like, fuck, I'm just gonna sit on this shit.
pretty much. You know, scalpers. Let's see. Arc Age Chronicles. This is one that you were pretty you liked this trailer.
Yeah,
I thought it was a good trailer.
yeah, it was a pretty good trailer because this like I'm just gonna say now the state of play didn't like blow me away.
Yeah.
I still there's been worse, there's been much better, but this was one where I was like, oh, okay, like new IP. Well, I guess not,
Yeah.
but because this was previously going to be Arc Age or Arch Age 2.
Yeah. And then they changed it to Chronicles because Arc Age, the first one, was apparently an MMO from years ago.
Okay. Definitely new to me. I
Yeah.
never.
No,
even
I've
heard of
I've
this.
never even heard of it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe in passing, but nothing I was like ever even looked into.
But it definitely looked cool. I mean, I'm kind of tired of using the whole Soulsborne, Souls-like term, but
Mhm.
this looked very like 50-50. I know when we would talk about like Wukong, we're like, yeah, it's very Souls-like, but with some hack and slash. But this looks very 50-50 between like Souls-like and
Yeah.
I would actually almost say like maybe 40-60. Looks more like kind of God of War, kind of hack and slash
Yeah, and it was giving
with the
me
elements.
a touch of like MMO vibes. So I looked it up, and apparently that's what made me look at the first one. That was an MMO.
Mm-hmm.
And other people are saying this is like an MMO in disguise as an action RPG. So that gets me thinking to like what this one will actually be like. Because if it's like a legit like action RPG, because it is like online multiplayer.
Yeah, I was gonna say I seen that. So it's not an MMO.
They're not saying it's
Oh, okay.
it's an action RPG according to them. So if they sell it at like a $60-$70 rate and you don't buy anything in game, that would be pretty fucking sick. And then you just play with other people.
Yes.
That's kind of what I want.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like a fucking never-ending game. It could just be like a good 70-hour game, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, a 40-hour game I'd be happy with.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
just like a really good multiplayer game. That's honestly fucking unheard of.
Nowadays,
As far as
for
like
sure.
an RPG and shit.
Right.
But yeah, that would be dope. So that comes out on PS5 in 2025 at some point.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely going to keep my eye out on that one because the combat looked pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, combat looked really satisfying. This next one, I've definitely shit on this one in the past.
We both have.
And there's a lot of like videos. I'm almost thinking that the combat's a little complex because I've been seeing a lot of videos just kind of showcasing the combat and like explaining things. So I need to go back and watch those videos because this latest little gameplay snippet / trailer that they showed off actually kind of got me a little excited, and that's Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Yeah, I would say this footage that they showed off was like the best so far that I've seen.
So I know back when they announced this, like 2 or 3 months ago, we were like, holy fuck, like this is really close to the date when it releases that they're announcing this shit. But they've actually been doing a pretty good job on the advertisement because they've been releasing like trailers back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
And up to the point now where obviously we're both kind of excited about it. I don't know if it'll be a day one purchase still, but I do kind of want to go back just through all the footage they've released and see
Same.
just how I feel about
Same.
it. Because I don't really have anything to play at the moment. So we'll see.
Yeah, no, definitely not going to be a day one for me. But again, just based off this and like the way the combat looked and just how like strategic it can get with like being able to not deploy, but it seemed like you're able to get your NPCs to use certain moves at, like you can choose when and what move they use.
Yeah.
So like just what you're able to combo there looked really cool.
Mm-hmm. And that's coming Halloween this year on PS5 as well as other consoles too.
Yeah. Again, very soon, honestly, just keep doing what you're doing. The worst thing you can do is push that release date back at this point. So
this
hopefully
close
it's ready.
would be fucking awful.
It was just that first video they showed off was just such
I don't know
shit.
what the fuck it was about that thing. Yeah.
It was just weird. I don't know what vibe they were going for, but it wasn't right. It was really weird.
Agreed. Next we have Dynasty Warriors Origins. Oh my god, we finally get to see where they came from.
We do, finally.
Raymond's gonna be so excited. My brother. So that's January 17th, 2025 for the PS5, and that's got to be coming to other consoles too. Obviously, this is state of play, so we're only getting like the mains for like the PS5 and shit. But yeah. If you're into, what are those even called? That genre? RTS in some aspect, but I think there's
I
like
feel like this is just really just hack and slash.
Yeah.
I feel like these games are like the epitome of like a hack and slash game.
That is true, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I played a couple of them as a kid, but I never was like too into it.
Yeah. Sometimes I get like a weird kind of itch for a game like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember the last one I played was that Hyrule Warriors one.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun. Like I actually completed that one.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was really cool.
We beat it together.
We did. We finished that at Haley's place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was a lot of fun. So who knows? Not going to be a day one, January 17th purchase, but who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe 2 months later, I'll see it in the $5 bin. Maybe pick it up.
Hey, you never know.
The Dynasty Warriors games usually get pretty cheap pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see.
That's true. I'm surprised they still have like a budget for all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably do well. I just have no idea. I don't really know anybody that plays them aside from my brother.
I mean, when they...
Maybe it's just that older crowd, like the 40-year-olds and shit.
The what?
Like 40-year-old dudes.
Oh, 40. Maybe. 'Cause he likes... Doesn't he kind of like... I know he likes that style of the game, but a lot of those games are like historical games.
Yeah,
Does he like it for the
buff.
history?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I would say that's probably who they're trying to appeal to here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And I mean, when you see them, like they're never like the not that they look bad, but graphically they're never like the best looking games.
Mm-hmm.
So I think budget wise, they're probably in comparison not the most expensive to make. So it's not like they need to make 1 billion sales.
Yeah, that's
to
true.
make money. So
very true.
This next one, I'm pretty sure I remember. Fantasian Neo Dimension.
Yeah.
So this was this came out years ago. This was like exclusively on Apple Arcade.
Really?
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was I think they were really trying to
push their like cloud gaming.
Yeah, just trying to push that because that never got crazy big, like the whole Apple Arcade thing.
They shut down Arcadia.
And Oh, that's not even a thing anymore. Apple
Yeah.
Arcade.
Or well, no, I don't know about Apple Arcade. It might still exist in some capacity. Oh no, Stadia is the one they shut down.
Oh,
Yeah,
Stadia.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But this was like I think it was pretty close to like a release game for that. I don't
Mm.
know if this came out day one on that, but this was like like a full JRPG game that you could play exclusively on Apple Arcade. I think it had a lot of big names with like people that worked on like Final Fantasy.
Hmm.
So I guess we're now getting it ported over to like a console.
Very cool.
Fantasian Neo Dimension, and that comes out on the PS5 December 5th of 2024 this year.
You gonna be picking it up?
No, I got enough on my plate. I still got so much shit I need to pick back up and work on.
Yeah, you're fucked, buddy.
Yeah.
You better
I'm
fucking get through it.
definitely, I mean, not that this is an intimidating game by any means, but I'm definitely going to beat Astrobot before I play anything else.
What
But
do you
right
got, like
after
an hour
that,
left?
no, I'm like taking my time. I'm like trying not to move on until I get like all the collectibles
Oh,
at
nice.
a certain
Nice.
level. So
That's cool.
some things I do need to kind of go back to because I'll miss like one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the levels aren't hard at all.
Yeah.
You just got to do a lot of like looking around and see if things look off, and then punch that, and then there's something behind it.
Oh, okay.
But that still need to go back to Final Fantasy 16, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Still feeling it though. It's not like I'm like not in the mood for that, but that and the other game that I buy, the next game I buy will be Zelda. Still
Okay.
super stoked for that, and that just came out.
Yeah, it did.
So far the reviews seem pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Mm.
seen a lot of 9 out of 10s. Haven't seen anything too low.
So a good time.
Yeah.
Wonder how long that campaign is.
I did watch the IGN review of it, and I think it was like 20-ish
Oh,
hours.
that's not bad.
Yeah. They said they were trying to do everything, but there were still lots of things that they missed or didn't complete. They said a lot of side quests, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's definitely good.
Yeah. So just like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, there's just a ton of side shit to do
Mm-hmm.
and things to explore and all that, things to collect. So I imagine it's probably 20 to 40 hours. So not quite, obviously, on the level of Tears of the Kingdom, because that's
Yeah.
that's like a
nother-
Skyrim. You can just get hundreds
Yeah,
of
that's
hours.
Fucking insane.
But yeah, no, I'm excited for that. That'll be the next game that I actually purchase.
Sick. Next we have Hell Is Us. We got the first gameplay trailer for that. I didn't put a date here. We might not even have one, but that's
Mhm.
coming to PS5, obviously. And that game, I don't know. It looks interesting, but it also doesn't. And you kind of said the same thing when I'd asked you about it.
Yeah.
'Cause it's given like dystopian, like I don't even know, kind of like apocalyptic vibes, but also
There's like a supernatural element to it.
Yeah,
It has a little bit of like medieval thrown in there.
exactly. So I
it's
don't know
like-
what the fuck it is. Also, a
Yeah.
little bit of futuristic shit
Yeah.
with like the drone and stuff.
I don't know if it's just me, but when you're like trying too much and you kind of lose the realism of like this world you're trying to build, I get out of it. Like
Mhm.
I'm like, all right, I don't even see myself immersing myself in this game.
Yeah,
It just looks, it looks too like muddy. There's just too much going on.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, the gameplay does look interesting, but I don't know about anything else about it. So
yeah.
maybe with some more shit coming out, we'll have a change of heart. But as of now, I'm out.
It screamed, and not that like AA games are bad, but it screamed AA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just like, oh.
It's like Chat GPT, write me the most fucked up game you could possible.
Yeah, especially when in the same like showcase you're showing off like the Ghost of a Ghost of Tsushima sequel. You're
Mhm.
showing off one we're about to get to, Monster Hunter. You're showing off Dragon Age, like big names like that. This easily gets lost in it for me.
Especially another game that's obviously getting remastered here, but that is the past and present, like pretty fucking good. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of hard to live up to that. But hey, you know,
You never know.
there's still room for them to obtain me. We'll see.
Yeah, because this, like you said, was the first gameplay trailer
Yeah.
of this. So this is our first time that we've seen this.
Yep.
Up next, actually, so I'm not even really into this series, and I'm just not really a big VR guy, but this looks sweet. I'm not gonna lie, this actually did look pretty cool. And that's Hitman World of Assassins PSVR 2.
Yeah. I feel like this is like, so there's another one coming up that I was talking to you about that I think is going to be like a perfect VR game.
Mm-hmm.
And this is another one that just makes sense on VR. Like a fucking Hitman game.
Yes. No,
Like,
absolutely. Yeah.
there's
Because like Hitman games, like they're not, that's like kind of a smaller open environment game, and it's almost like sandboxy,
Exactly.
but it's not like super massive. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
and
I
you
feel like
use
perfect sized game for a VR game.
Yeah. The whole thing is literally finding a person, assassinating them, getting away with it.
Right.
And then using obviously your surroundings to do so.
Mm-hmm.
So when you fucking just take a dude's head, knock his ass into a sink, fucking take his clothes, and you're fucking
Right.
you know?
And I mean, that's what makes a VR game cool, is it has to be sandboxy to an element. So
Yeah.
you can like do things how you want to. You can really just like interact with everything, and again, just kind of do it how you want to.
Yeah, so this will actually be a pretty damn good VR game, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why it took so long for both of these games, this one and the next one we'll be talking about, to come to like a VR setting, but here we are years later.
I wonder if like
there's just no like trust within VR yet.
I almost think they're just, because the PSVR 2, I don't think it did too well, right?
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think it did too well, so I know they're not trying to put out so many games for it because it didn't do well. So it's like, hey, we already didn't sell that many, so by default, we're not going to sell that many of these games we're developing for. But they're still trying to keep it alive for the people that did get it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, I know, this is going to help them a shit ton more, but you can now use your PSVR 2 headset on the PC for your like Steam games and shit like that. Which you can't use like Oculus on your PlayStation yet, obviously, but this will help sales for the PSVR 2.
Yes, that was very smart. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so now you can use that for your computer and your PlayStation. Obviously.
But that one has to be like, that's a connection, right? You have wires.
I'm not sure with the PSVR 2 or not, but I would imagine you would have to be connected.
Yeah, that is really smart. Because if someone's just getting one for their PC, a lot of people who own PCs will also have like some type of console.
Exactly, yeah.
So let's just say odds are 50% of them, it's PlayStation. Like, that's smarter to go that route. Be like, let me get one where I can play 2 consoles versus just one for PC.
Yeah,
so.
And the fucking PlayStation VR 2, that thing is expensive. Thing's like $500 at least.
Yeah.
Like as much as the console itself.
Damn. I'm just thinking of like your PS5 Pro VR starter set. Just getting that set up, that's $1,300. That's nuts, dude. If you want to play with discs, $1,400.
Yeah, god damn, that's insane.
Yeah, that is pretty
Imagine
nuts.
asking your mom that when you're fucking 11. Mom, can I get this?
2 gifts. That's all you're getting. $1,300
for the whole year, for your birthday included.
And you got to wait till you're getting that for Christmas, but you got to wait till your birthday for me to give you the disc drive
and a game.
Yeah. So it's just going to be a pretty little paperweight on the counter until then.
Music bot, like your your Xbox back in the day.
Yeah. But again, that was Hitman World of Assassination, coming out in December this year for the PSVR 2.
Next we have Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remastered for the PlayStation 4 and PS5 on December 10th.
Whoa, PS4 still getting some love.
They're actually getting a lot of love. A lot of these games coming up are for PlayStation 4 also, which is kind of mind-blowing. Like PlayStation 4 is outdated as fuck now.
Yeah, I guess it's easy to do when it's a like PS2 remake.
Yeah, exactly.
Or sorry, remaster. Actually, maybe even the first one of these games was for the PS1. But I remember one of these being on the PS2 and even like the Xbox. I think that's where I had played it.
Oh, so you'd played one of these?
I had played one of these, but as a kid, this game went right over my head, and it had a mechanic. I'm pretty sure I'm remembering this correctly, but you were playing as because there's like two main characters, and I think you switch off between playing as them two. And the kind of vampire character, it had one of those mechanics where you had to kind of keep sucking blood or you would eventually die. And as a kid, I was just like, I don't like that. Why am I dying? I got to keep doing this. It's too hard.
Yeah.
So obviously it's got to have some following. It's got to be pretty good to be getting a remaster here.
That's true.
But at least when I was a kid, I was not into it.
Yeah, they'll remaster this one, but never the ones we want.
I will say my buddy at work, he had heard about this, and he was pretty excited.
Really?
So, yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe a lot of people are excited for it. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Next we have Lunar Remastered Collection. I didn't put a date here. Sorry.
I have another buddy who's really into this.
Do you actually?
My buddy Bobby. My other buddy Bobby.
I fucking knew it. I knew it was Bobby.
He is all about like PS1, well, JRPGs in general, but like old school PS1 especially JRPGs are his bread and butter. And I remember he told me about this series years ago. Don't know much about it. I know it's very just kind of like anime-esque in just its style. But yeah, this is probably one that Jeff knows about.
He probably does, yeah. He's probably got a tattoo.
Probably. Just a little nod. Little nod, Easter egg tattoo. But yeah, Lunar Remastered Collection. So collection, I'm guessing that's at least 2 games.
Yeah, I think it was 2 games.
Maybe 2 or 3. But hell yeah. Go ahead and do this next one too, because that's the one that you were referencing earlier.
Yeah, so here's the other VR game we were talking about. It's called Metro Awakening. And that's coming to PSVR 2 November 7th. And obviously, if you know any of the Metro games, they're just a shooter with some horror elements, some dystopian vibes. And this one looks like it's probably scary as fuck.
I feel like there's a more specific kind of like term for a game like this. You know how you have like things that are cyberpunk, like that term. I feel like there's a term for games like this that are very like Chernobyl kind of apocalypse. Radiation apocalypse. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, Fallout. I mean, nuclear like apocalyptic. I don't know.
Yeah, like nuclear apocalypse.
There is another term, though, that I'm definitely blanking on.
Nuclear apocalypse sounds good, though.
Apocalypse. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, nuclear post-apocalypse. Something like that. But
I mean, that's probably it, post-apocalyptic. If it's right after, like, a nuclear. I don't know.
But I've played a few of the Metro games. Obviously, haven't played a VR one. I'm guessing this is the first VR one.
Yeah, I think so.
But the Metro games are pretty good. Yeah. As far as like gunplay, I remember the gunplay in these games being pretty good. Not that they're like multiplayer games. But the story's usually good as well. And this trailer looks sweet.
Yeah. I could just watching that trailer, I could like visualize myself in there and just with how real VR looks.
Yeah.
And just fucking like shitting myself with a fucking monster running at me like out of nowhere.
So I'm just going to comment on, for me, when I see a trailer, I can always tell when it's like a VR game because although like they're looking more and more real, there's always like something off about them where it's like, that looks like a little clunky. But this one didn't have that feel to it. Like this one looked like
a standard game.
Yeah, like a standard game. And I was like, oh shit, this is a VR game. Okay. Like this actually looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, so I imagine it will do pretty well. But I guess we'll see with I mean, shit, it comes out next month, basically.
What's the last VR game that you've played?
Last one that I played? Oh, God. It's been months. Probably like 6 months since I've even touched VR.
It's been a while for me too. Honestly, the worst part about VR for me is just the headset itself.
Oh, yeah, of course.
There's yet to be a headset where I'm like, nice.
Yeah.
Like it's
I don't
not,
think
I'm not fucking sweating like 10 minutes later.
Yeah, I don't think it'll ever, like, unless technology gets, like, nano fucking technology.
The fucking contacts. where
Yeah,
you're fucking
literally.
putting contacts in.
Until then, it'll always be a pain in the ass. But
Like I know we're getting closer with just like all the like the sunglasses and just like the normal style glasses you see that have some type of like VR capability to them. So I know we're getting close, but that's when it'll be sweet. That's when I'll kind of jump back in.
At
just
that
put on some
point-
glasses and maybe something to kind of cover the peripherals, but
yeah, at that point, we'll just have fucking GPUs in our cell phone. We'll just be able to fucking game on the fly.
we're definitely getting close to that too.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you can play a lot of games on your phone now.
Yeah. Was it the last one, like iPhone 14 or 15? What's the one that is coming out?
The one coming out now, I think, is 16.
16. So maybe it was the 15, where it was like, you can play the new Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Or what
Yeah,
was
yeah,
the new
that's it.
Assassin's Creed. Yeah.
Yeah, which is
So
nuts because never heard anything after that.
we're getting crazy competitive with these phones,
Oh, yeah.
just with what they can play in the console world.
All right. So that was Metro Awakening VR. And next, we got some more footage from the Monster Hunter Wilds.
So,
You finally want to play a Monster Hunter game?
No. I've tried too many times.
Oh.
I can't tell you how many times I bought, because Monster Hunter 3 came out like so many different times on so many different consoles. I tried that one a few times. I think I picked up 4 on like the 3DS. I tried Monster Hunter World on the PS4. And again, I was playing by myself, which I hear those are the games like you want to play with friends. Yeah. But I just don't have like that friend group that plays, Monster Hunter.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to get into one of them. I mean, this might be the one, but
also I think just like the format of that game where it's like, hey, you're hunting down monsters, which sounds cool, but you're killing them for their gear and their loot, and then you're like making better weapons and armor, and then you're doing it again. I don't know if like that's really like my type of game. And I think that's why, obviously I haven't been able to get into one.
I mean, if you think about it, it's like almost the same or a better loop than like content warning or like those genre games.
Yeah. I mean, for sure.
Definitely more
I just
involved,
think
more
those
skill
games
based.
have like what keeps me there is obviously I have friends to play those games.
Mm-hmm.
They're very basic, just pick up and play. You have like 4 buttons you're really pushing.
Yeah.
But those games just hit on the humor so well.
Yeah,
those
that
games
is
are
true.
so funny to play and fun to play. But this one seems to really have a focus on like story more so than the others.
Mm-hmm.
And again, haven't played the others, but just based off the footage and the trailers I'm seeing, it looks like these ones are really focusing on story as well.
Yeah.
But I will say, this last trailer / footage that they showed off, this looks the most interesting to me out of what I've seen from this game so far. Because this one seemed to be pretty story heavy.
Right.
This trailer. And it did look did you watch the whole thing? It did look a little muddy, like texture wise. But I wouldn't be mad at that. I'm not going to be mad at that if it's that way because the frame rate's going to be so consistent and well. And like 60.
Yeah. That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, seriously. And who knows? I may see something where I'm like, fuck it, let me try again, because that is coming out February 28th around my birthday next year. So who knows? But yeah, no. This trailer did look pretty sweet, I admit.
Yeah, that's definitely one you want to play with friends, though, for sure.
But speaking of monsters and hunting monsters, we're finally getting a game that's been out, came out early this year, but we're finally getting it for the PS5, and that is Power World.
Already got it. It's already dropped.
Oh, it's already dropped?
Came out
It's
State of Play
out.
Day.
Boom. Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
That's always cool when they do that.
In the midst of their drama.
Right? Yeah. That is interesting. But I guess they had already planned to release it then. It just sucked that they've been hit with this lawsuit when they did.
Fucking greedy ass fucking Nintendo.
I know, because I remember, because you had read their statement, and what kind of spoke to me was like, they're like, hey, we would love to be continuing to like work on this shit and like putting more content out for you guys, because they've been doing really good with updates and like patching stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, we got to deal with this.
Yeah.
So we'll get to it when we can. I'm like, fuck you guys. Fucking Nintendo.
I know.
Love them. Still going to support them, but like, come on.
Yeah. It's fucking pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm really curious to hear more though on that. Like what's the term? Like why are they suing them?
The copyright?
Yeah, the infringement. Like I'm curious to hear about like what are they infringing on?
Yeah, I mean, we have speculation that it's the ball. Like the ball mechanic, the catcher mechanic.
So there is. Okay.
That's speculation. We don't know for sure though.
Yeah.
So they haven't made it public.
That would just be so crazy. Like there's other franchises that hit on that, right?
There's plenty.
Is it?
I mean, shit,
Yeah.
Pokemon ripped off Dragon Quest. You go back and look at all their original sprites.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the whole point of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I know there's so
pretty ballsy.
Yeah, there's gotta be other franchises that use balls to capture monsters.
Yep.
It's gotta be.
Without Akira Toriyama, we never would have had Pokemon or Power World.
I believe it. I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah. But yep, Power World's finally on PS5. So if you have a PS5 and you have not yet played Power World, fucking do it, because that game's incredible.
Yeah, I got a feeling we'll go back to it at some point soon.
Oh, we definitely
we've
will.
definitely got plenty of content to return to.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Power World is amazing.
Yep.
Absolutely. For me, it would be a contender.
For a game of the year? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Easily. Yeah. God, we had a lot of bangers this year.
We did. I mean, shoot, I'm thinking of just you going over all the games that were coming out. Well, I guess still
just in
this
September,
month.
yeah.
In September, I was like, oh, what?
Yeah.
That many?
Crazy.
And I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but October's looking pretty stacked as well. Next they quickly showed off that Stellar Blade is getting a Nier Automata DLC, which makes sense just because like
the IPs and
Stellar Blade had a lot of influence with Nier Automata and just like same vibe overall.
Yeah, definitely cool.
Very cool. And just like the strong female protagonist who are also sexy.
Next we're going to get a Bayonetta.
That'd be very fitting. I don't know. Nintendo may
know,
step in with that
what I was about
one.
to say.
Nintendo is like, please, try us.
I know.
Please, go ahead. That's funny.
Let's see. The Midnight Walk.
They can get Lara Croft in there, though. Won't make any
they
sense.
They could.
Won't make any sense, but they can do it.
They did it for Dead by Daylight, Joe.
Yeah, that is true.
They could just do it.
Yeah.
But the Midnight Walk is coming to PS5 and PSVR 2 spring 2025, and that was like a almost like a claymation, almost like stop motion, like kind of horror game. Reminded me.
Missed that was a VR title.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's going to be both like a regular and VR, so you can play it in VR also.
Oh.
But it looks somewhat interesting. Not really up my alley, but I'm sure a lot of people would like it.
I feel like this was for, and again, like this was one of those trailers where you watched it and it looked very original, looked very interesting, but I don't know what I'm going to be doing in this game.
Yeah.
Like, is this going to be more of like a cinematic game that's kind of along the lines of like a point and click? Like it's just like an adventure game. It's very story heavy. That's kind of the vibe I got, just because I don't recall seeing any like gameplay unless it was that well like integrated in it just because it's like a claymation game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah. But it did look very original. I'll give it that.
That's very true.
Looked very original. And again, that's a Midnight Walk coming out on PS5 and the PSVR 2 spring of 2025.
Amen. Apparently, when the State of Play dropped, they also dropped the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Shredder's Revenge DLC, Radical Reptiles. So if you're playing that, you can also pick up some DLC for it.
Hell yeah, my dad and I did play and beat that.
Hell yeah.
Will we be returning for that DLC? Probably not.
It looks like it's just different characters you can
It's
use.
just different characters. Yeah. But it we had a great time playing it.
Yeah.
It was very
Good old beat 'em up.
Yeah, exactly. Any game like that I will always kind of get just so my dad and I can play through it because I know he loves those like modern like retro games. Like for his birthday I had bought Streets of Rage 4.
Oh, nice.
And that's like a retro game, or at least it started very retro. I think it was like in the arcades, maybe even on like the NES, SNES. But this was like the fourth one that came out a few years ago. So I was like, you know what? I think he'll like this. And we played it, and he enjoyed it. We didn't beat it, but that was just our first session.
Yeah.
TMNT was a pretty quick game. I think we beat that in like 2 sessions. I want to say that was like a 4 to 5 hour game.
That's not bad.
Very quick, but it was fun. Had a lot of charm. Had the TMNT charm that you would come to expect. So yeah, no, if you're itching to get back into that world, you can now play through it with some more characters.
And your dad.
The Radical Reptiles.
If you have one.
That is true.
Sonic X Shadow Generations. That's coming December 12th on the PS5 and PS4.
Did you watch that?
I didn't actually watch it now.
You want to take a guess at what was so cool about that trailer?
The
What would be
movies?
cool. Yeah. But there was
and then
one
it's also
thing.
dropping with the movie, the new movie.
Oh, is this? It's dropping with the
Yeah,
new
it's
movie?
like in tandem.
Well, now there's, in my opinion, 2 cool things about that because I didn't know that. But this showed off some more Keanu Reeves as Shadow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Shadow didn't say much, but you could tell, like, oh shit,
He was like,
Keanu Reeves.
"Wake up, samurai."
Fuck.
Fuck.
I'm sending you to hell, Sonic.
I need to watch those movies, man. I feel like that would be sick to just see Shadow.
I need to as well. I haven't.
You haven't seen either of them?
I haven't. Hold on. How many are there now?
I think there's only 2.
But
Like
there's
the-
a third coming out. This is the third
Yes,
one, right?
with Shadow.
Okay. I've seen the first. I
Okay.
haven't
And
seen
then the second one is Knuckles.
Knuckles. Yeah, I haven't seen the one with Knuckles or the show. Because doesn't Knuckles have a show now?
Does he?
Yeah, I think he has his own like spin-off show.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Uganda Knuckles?
Uganda forever.
Yeah. And lastly, we have Towers of Agasaba. I don't know how to pronounce it, honestly. But Towers of Agasaba in early access on PS5 in November. That one actually looks pretty decent. It was almost like a kind of survival / building type game, but it
Yeah.
has a very unique element and themes to it.
Yeah, it just looked to me. It looked like a pretty unique kind of cozy game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll have to see more, but early access means there's a shit ton more coming. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what other consoles that's coming to because I didn't look it up, but definitely PS5 in November.
I can see it. It looks like it would also be on Steam.
Yeah, I think so.
Or eventually on Steam, just with it being a kind of survival building game, cozy game.
It's also weird if it's just an early access on a console.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't think I've seen a whole lot of that.
Yeah, unless it's like an obvious IP or something, but
Yeah. But we can just go ahead and run through these, and you tell me if you want to talk about them or not.
okay. Oh, and also that was State of Play.
That was the state of play.
That
There
was
was a
State of
couple
Play.
things we left off, but they weren't interesting.
Take our word for it.
Yeah. All right, so now we are going to the October 2024 releases this month, obviously, when you're listening. And first, we have Until Dawn Remaster, which we've talked about previously. That'll be October 4th on PC and PS5. So when this comes out, it'll already be out.
Nice.
Um,
Hell yeah.
Again, we'll
I
be
beat
buying
that
that
game,
for
believe it or
$60.
not. No.
I'll pirate it.
No. Yeah, then we can watch you and help you make decisions.
Or I'll buy it on the PS4 for $10, you know?
Or that.
Silent Hill 2 Remake, which they're not saying it's a remake, which is weird. I don't know why. But October 6th on PC and PS5. And I guess tomorrow, if you're listening to this when it comes out, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero comes out on PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, and S. So that is very fucking exciting.
So this is the where it comes out for everyone?
Yes.
When it comes out for everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Is the 8th? Okay.
I believe so.
Because then can't you also like pre-order?
You could
a
pre-order it
certain
like 3
edition?
days early,
Okay.
yeah.
So you could be playing as early as the 5th.
Which that fucking so there's a I was showing you the other day. It was there's like a $70 edition, like a $90 edition, and a $109 edition, which is fucking crazy, dude. That's the most Bandai shit ever.
I was trying to like go in and like see what you get with this other edition, other than what I imagine is like the season pass.
So I was looking it up, and you get, I think 2 or 3, or like all the season passes or something like that, which includes like DLC 1, 2, and 3.
But also, I mean, like
immediately, I guess.
think about like Xenoverse.
Yeah,
And the amount of
they had a fuck
content
ton.
and support. Like if you're telling me that's going to be like on par with like, hey, we're going to be supporting this game for years and years,
Yeah.
then like it could be very worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. And I may end up having to do it, but there's that. You get like a Goku skin with this power pole and like some other type of shit.
Was that the Daima Goku?
No, it's Super Goku, but it's I don't know. I guess he has his power pole, which he doesn't even have in Super, as far as I know. So yeah,
I
it's
don't
unique.
recall
Actually,
seeing it.
let me look it up real quick. What the fuck was it called? Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Premium Collector's Edition? No, not the Collector's Edition. That'll be like the I think they had like a Broly and Ultra Instinct
Also, while you're
statue.
looking that up, this Silent Hill 2, I need to like try and find some like just gameplay of this, cuz I'm still like my reputation is just going off of what I've seen of the early trailers.
Yeah.
To where it just like looked very low budget, muddy. So like I want to see some actual gameplay to see if like if it actually doesn't look like that and that was just like early gameplay.
I know. Yeah, I need to go back and watch because
that
first
really is
trailer was such ass.
That's such like this is like big news.
Mm-hmm.
Silent Hill 2 remake, like that's crazy for some people.
I know.
Some people love that shit.
All right, so I got it pulled up here. For the Ultimate Edition, the $109 edition, which is still fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You get obviously the game. You get collectible lenticular card. I don't know what the hell that is. With Ultimate Edition upgrade pack voucher.
Ooh. Card, I'm in. Kind of want to see what that looks like. I'm gonna get it graded.
What the hell is lenticular, man?
This. That's lenticular.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I never knew that.
Like lenticulars, when you look at it at different
Yeah.
angles, it will like turn. It'll change.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, you get that.
So if you get that for the PC, they're just gonna. That's the only thing you're tangibly getting.
I suppose so.
They're just gonna mail you this card.
Yeah, kind of random.
That's funny.
You get that. You get the season pass, 3 packs included. including Dragon Ball Super Superhero and Dragon Ball Daima content that includes more than 20 playable characters. You get the season
only
pass
with
bonus.
that though. Only with that version.
You probably get it with the other version too.
Dang, I was about
Probably
to say,
not base, but you probably get it with the other
dang,
premiere
that just
bonus.
makes it worth it. Like 20 playable characters
20,
that
yeah.
you don't get otherwise. That would be crazy.
Yeah, that is true. But you get the season pass bonus, which is you get to summon Shenron and 3 early day of access, and the 3 DLC packs.
Mm.
And you also get the ultimate upgrade pack, including the following in-game items, which is the Super Goku from Super, costume with the power pole. You get an emote voice set, 2 player card backgrounds, and 1 customization item that increases a character fighter's ability. And then if you pre-order, you get Dragon Ball Sparking Zero exclusive new player character, including early unlock of the following 6 characters: Gogeta, Gogeta Super Saiyan, Gogeta Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Broly, Broly Super Saiyan, and Broly Super Saiyan Full Power. So you get like 26 characters, I guess, if you were to do that.
Because that's an interesting thing that this game is doing with the roster. Because I think you told me the roster is like 180 playable characters.
182 or
but
something.
They're doing like each power-up or version of a character is a separate character.
Yeah.
So like Goku Super Saiyan and Goku Super Saiyan 2 are 2 separate characters, correct?
Yes, but you still have the ability to power up.
So like if you're playing as Goku, you can still naturally power up, but roster-wise, you will be going through like 7 different characters.
Pretty much.
If that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
which
I mean,
is very interesting.
Which it's awesome, but I just didn't want people to hear 182 characters.
Yeah.
And then there's like,
what the hell? Half the roster is Goku.
you got like 80 characters, you know.
Yeah. Which, I mean, even still, 80 is a fuck ton.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's so many characters.
Yeah, I'm just glad you are giving us, like even, because again, this is like the continuation of the Tenkaichi games or even like the Budokai games. And that was like one of the coolest parts about playing those games years ago is like you had these huge ass rosters.
Yeah.
You know? So it's just nice to see that we're still getting that.
I know.
So this is the biggest Dragon Ball.
It has to
game,
be. Yeah, it has to be.
roster wise, or maybe just in general.
I don't think I've ever seen that claimed, but
I haven't either.
I would.
Dang.
Be kind of mind blown if another game had more than that.
Yeah. It'd be weird for that to be the case and not market it.
Yeah. I wonder if there's any games with more characters. I'd have to look into that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because Smash, I wonder how many Smash has.
Well, I'm just thinking just Dragon Ball. Like, it may be one of the biggest rosters ever.
Yeah.
But I just meant, like, it's got to be the biggest Dragon Ball
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
roster game.
But I feel like it's got to be, like, even if they advertise, like, one of the biggest fighting rosters ever. Like, it has to be, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's fair.
One
You
of
wouldn't be
the-
lying
Yeah.
saying that.
But then again, they're advertising with just fucking shit ton of fighting videos and whatever else, so they're doing well.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. They've
I've been
been
seeing
putting out
it
a lot of
fucking
stuff.
everywhere on social media, so.
And I believe the full roster is out. Like, you can see every character now.
Yeah, they already released it.
Because I like what they were doing with as the trailers kind of come out or came out, they were like updating the roster. And there's still like, you know, kind of silhouetted, shadowed figures of like, oh man, who's that character?
And that's only so far. You knew there was going to be a fuck ton more DLC characters.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's Dragon Ball Sparking Zero coming out on the 8th. We got one that you're excited for, Metaphor ReFantazio, October 11th. On all systems aside from Switch.
I mean, I don't know what to say about this game that I haven't already said in the past. I am excited. October 11th will not be a day one purchase just because I already have so much to play, and just knowing what this game is and who it's made by. Yeah, who it's made by. It's going to be a 100+ hour game.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, no time soonish.
Very
but
true.
this game does look sweet. And I think I had recently seen that they released more like gameplay, like more gameplay videos. Oh, interesting. I missed that it's that this is also PS4 and Xbox.
Yeah.
Xbox One.
Very
Maybe
true.
not Xbox One. Xbox Series X and S. So not Xbox One,
Nope.
but
Guess not.
PS4. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it is. I don't really get it, but here we are.
Well, so far in October, I mean, whether you're excited for Until Dawn remaster or not, like 4 big names.
Yeah.
Already.
It's already 4 big ones.
Yeah.
And here's another big one for a more niche audience, but Life is Strange. It's called Double Exposure. I don't even think I've heard about this until now, I'll be honest. And this comes out on October 15th on PSC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and the Switch.
And the Switch.
Yeah. Which, I mean, this game is
some love.
very minuscule as far as graphics. So
these games are like
play.
pretty stylized, so it's not like trying to be super, super realistic.
Yeah. But apparently one of the best stories in gaming. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Life is Strange is like up there.
Oh, damn.
Which I've never played it, so I don't really know anything about it. But
yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, very highly regarded.
Interesting. Very cool.
Let's see. We got Just Dance 2025, October 15th on Switch, PS5, Xbox Series X and S. That's gonna be a fucking banger, guaranteed.
I mean, literally.
Full
of bangers. It's gonna be full of bangers.
Gonna fucking please, please, please,
please, please.
Yeah.
But to be able to dance to that song and get 100%, you got to be 4'11". You have to be Sabrina Carpenter size.
Is she 4'11"?
Maybe not 4'11" exactly, but I think she's under 5 foot.
Oh, fuck.
I think she's very tiny.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm curious.
Watch her be like fucking 5'10".
Oh my gosh. All right.
I don't know. I always kind of pictured her at like a 5'7" or so.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I've only really just kind of seen her face. So.
She's 5 foot.
Oh, 5 foot. Okay.
Yeah, she is 5 foot.
Interesting.
5. Yeah, no, she's tiny.
Yeah, I know she was on like Disney Channel and shit, but I didn't know anything like.
But yeah,
I don't even know what show she was on.
Just Dance 2025.
Yep, gonna be a banger. We got A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead, October 17th on PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S. I'm not very sure about this game.
Is this another like choose your own adventure?
I don't know if it is or not.
Like a Life is Strange.
I know
make
it's
the choices.
A horror game for sure, but I am not entirely sure what this game is.
Yeah, I don't know.
I do know it's single player though.
Hmm.
But I'll have to look into this one because obviously I've been getting more into horror games lately.
You have.
Albeit multiplayer, but I'm a pussy, so.
Dude, no shame. I definitely am.
We got Super
I'm
Mario
a scaredy
Party.
cat.
Yes, you are. We got Super Mario Party Jamboree, October 17th on the Switch. Oh, no other consoles?
Right? Horseshit.
Classic Nintendo.
I hear it's coming out on the Switch emulator for PC though, pretty soon.
I hear it's coming out on the Nintendo Wii
Wii Alakazam, or is that what you're going
for?
for?
The fucking what is
the
it?
Royale with cheese or something.
Fuck, I fucked it up. God damn it.
No, I knew where you were going.
It's definitely coming out on the Yuzu emulator.
That's what it is, Yuzu.
I think there's another one. I can't remember the name of it though.
Yeah, I just know the Wii and the GameCube is Dolphin, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know people were playing Echoes of Wisdom, Legend of Zelda, before it even released on the emulator at like over like 150 frames.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah. Crazy. Wasn't me. Trust me. Definitely not me. I don't touch dog shit. Sorry, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is coming October 25th on PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, and Xbox One.
Believe it.
Like, how are you fucking still releasing that shit for the older consoles? The older consoles don't even have them as storage.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, they are being like I imagine they know what they're doing. Like they're able to see that data and like who's playing on this console. So I guess they are seeing enough people playing on the Xbox One and PS4 to keep releasing it.
It has to be, yeah. Because I mean, if we're being for real, like the only people that are playing on those consoles are probably playing like Call of Duty and shit, really basic ass games.
Right. Yeah. Okay. October 25th. Okay.
Yep. Then we have the official release of the Pokemon trading card game Pocket to iOS and Android October 30th. This game has been in the making for years.
I'm very excited about this.
Yeah. Do you have it now?
No, I need to go ahead and what's it called? Like pre-register.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because this is the. I think it's also going to translate and work hand in hand with like the actual card game itself. Like
Yeah.
you can use the cards you pull in like the actual game. But I know as far as Pocket, this is like a digital trading card collecting thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think they have quoted like you get 2 free packs a day.
Oh, wow.
But with that being said, I imagine that you're able to also either buy packs or buy some type of currency to then get packs.
Yeah.
And if it's also working hand in hand with the I forgot what it's called, Pokemon Live or something, but the actual online card game, maybe with playing that and winning, you get whatever this currency is to then spend on packs.
Okay.
Maybe, which would be sick. But they've showed off, or maybe they've been leaks, but there's a lot of like exclusive Pokemon TCG Pocket card arts that have leaked. There's like some amazing stuff out.
Oh,
like
shit.
Full arts and stuff. And what's cool about these cards, for like the more kind of like alt rarity, like you can kind of go into the card and like it's like animated and like kind of plays out a scene. So it's not just static 2D.
Oh, that's really neat.
Yeah. And some of these arts are gorgeous, dude. So with that being said, I'm pretty excited for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick. Well, that comes out October 30th. If you're into TCG, like my buddy here.
That's me, brother.
Oh, yeah. Check out his eBay.
I don't got like shit on eBay right now.
Hit him up on Instagram.
There you go.
Hardcore_TCG.
Yeah.
Next, we've already talked about this. Dragon Age the Veilguard, October 31st to PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S.
Nice.
And that will do it.
That will do it.
That is all we got. Obviously, there's a fuck ton more coming out in October, but that is kind of the main ones that aren't like, I don't know.
Yeah. A safe assumption is every month there's like probably 100 indie games coming out.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are the main ones that people will give a shit about, really, and us.
I mean,
There's quite a few there.
there's like 10 just like huge IPs there.
Yeah.
Shoot, the only one I didn't really include was A Quiet Place.
Mm-hmm.
But like all the other ones are pretty big names.
Yeah,
so back-to-back banger months.
Banger after banger after banger.
And I imagine, I can't like remember anything like off the top of my head that's coming out in November, but I feel like I've seen November releases. So I think next month's probably going to be another just month of bangers.
Mm-hmm.
Not too sure about December, but I want to say January of 2025. I think there's some bangers coming out too. So some exciting things to look forward to. As always, I need to fucking play some games so I can actually look forward to these things. But what's new?
What's new?
Not much. I'm still doing the same shit. I'm still dropping games and not playing shit, so nothing's new.
Well, you got 3 months, buddy.
Oh, and I don't think we really talked about it, but still going through Rings of Power. By the end of tonight, so definitely by the time you're hearing this, actually, yeah, by the time you're hearing this,
you'll probably have it done.
I'll be done.
Yeah.
I'll be done with season 2. So maybe we can talk about that a little bit on the next episode if you are done.
Perhaps.
'Cause I know you've got a busy fucking week ahead of you, so you may not have time.
Indeed. Well, we'll find out next episode, buddy.
102 maybe.
Alrighty. And that'll do it. Episode
All right.
101. Peace out.
Bye.